Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be my top popular perfumes and which Disney princess wears them. So I will have my top polarizing perfumes and which villain wears those linked below. But this is basically part 2 to that video. So I kind of did the same thing. I went into my collection and picked out popular perfumes in the perfume community and which Disney princess do I think would wear them. Now again, as I stated in my other video, of course, if I just went looking, this list might be different, but instead I wanted to pick out popular perfumes and then do it that way. I'll kind of go over all that. Okay, so this first one was hard, but I knew I wanted the scent because it was definitely iconic at the time, and it's actually one that's still talked about, but more so because people are over it. And that is Viva La Juicy by Juicy Couture. This was definitely a popular scent. This scent was my boo when I was clubbing in my late 20s. This is fruity, sweet. Oh yeah. It's still a good scent. I mean, performance isn't the best, but I paired Viva La Juicy with Rapunzel from Tangled. From the gold juice, paired that up with her golden hair and the pretty pink bow with her pretty pink dress. I mean, I know that's kind of dumb, but again, I wanted to pick popular scents. So Viva La Juicy, I paired with Rapunzel. This next princess, she's getting two. So I'm gonna show you both. This was my initial perfume. This is Viktor & Rolf's Flower Bomb, and this is in a limited edition bottle, and then Lancome's La Nuit Trésor. So I knew I wanted something sweet for this character. I wanted something a little earthy and something bold because this Disney character is bold. And my first thought was Flower Bomb, but I was like, no, this is more sweet and then floral. But this is a popular scent, so I'm still gonna pair this up with this character. And then I remembered Coco Peb's video where she describes this perfume bottle and why it best describes her. And that video, when she talked about it, moved me. I'm gonna link it below. It was so beautiful, but she said, a diamond is a lump of coal that did well under pressure. So I knew that I wanted this to go with this Disney character. So I paired up La Nuit Trésor by Lancôme and Flower Bomb with Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. She is one that under pressure thrived. And I wanted something sweet because, as you know, she is a cook, a baker. So I knew I wanted something sweet, but I also wanted something earthy to kind of represent the bayou that she's on this journey with the frog throughout the whole movie. So I wanted something sweet and earthy. So I thought of Flower Bomb because it's popular, but this is just as popular as well. And I thought this one was more fitting. Another strong black queen like Coco Peb's and this beautiful black diamond. I paired up both of these beautiful, sexy, bold, sweet scents with Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. And I did miss the villain in that movie, so I'm gonna throw it in here real quick because I wouldn't say this scent is polarizing, which is probably why I missed it, but it can be a little polarizing because I find this house in itself to be polarizing. But I think it's Facilier is how he pronounces it, but Shadow Man. I'm gonna see if you guys can guess who I paired him up with, from his purple suit to just like this lively color of New Orleans. I paired up Shadow Man with Tom Ford's Velvet Orchid. And I don't know if it's just the floral, it's kind of loud like his character, and then again, just the purple bottle. I just had to slip that in here because I mean, I thought that was too perfect not to mention. These next few were a little easy. Another popular scent is Chloe Nomad, and this is the Eau de Parfum, because I do find the Eau de Parfum to be more popular than the Eau de Toilette. But this one was kind of like a no-brainer. Not only from the bottle that kind of represents this Disney princess, but this is sweet and earthy. And I paired this up with Pocahontas from Pocahontas. So this is a scent that is very strong. Like This is a scent that I filled up a room, I've mentioned, when I got my taxes done, and people were wearing masks and they could still smell this scent. So I knew it needed to go to a bold character. As you know, if you've watched Pocahontas, she's a very strong character in the movie. And then I wanted something earthy because she's all about the earth and saving the earth. This one was a little easy and one that I'm sure most of you could guess. But again, I paired up Pocahontas with Chloe Nomad. As soon as I pull this one up, you're gonna know who it is. But this next scent is Jasmine's Marzipan. And I would say out of the private collection, Oud Bouquet and this one are very popular. So I paired this up with Jasmine from Aladdin. I wanted a strong jasmine scent, and this is my most bold one. I feel like the Disney princesses, as the movies went on, were more independent and bold. This is definitely one of my strongest jasmine scents. And I knew I wanted a scent that was predominantly jasmine. It focuses around the jasmine, and I've said that this scent is like a masterpiece when it comes to jasmine. It's clean, it's soapy, it's got a nuttiness to it, and again, it's strong. It's one that is another one that pierces through your mask. So I knew right away who this was going to. And again, that's Jasmine from Aladdin. So next we have Elena by Parfums Mentioned. So in my villains video, I paired up Oud Bouquet with a villainous character who ended up not being a villain. And I knew I wanted another kind of bold rose scent for the princess. So I paired up Elena with Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I knew I wanted another beautiful rose scent. That one's beastly, strong, oudy. This one is beautiful, tart, rhubarb, and bold from the incense. Not smoky. Belle's another kind of, I feel like, again, the princesses become bolder as the movies go on. But this is another popular scent, and I knew immediately that I wanted this to go with Belle because of the rose that's in here. Okay, so this next popular scent is Olympia by Paco Rabanne. And this next princess is gonna get two scents. This is a salty, beach air, slightly sweet kind of scent. So I think it's kind of obvious who this goes to, but I paired Olympia with Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Kind of like the Emperor, because you know her dad is like king of the seas, and you know she's a princess. So I don't know, this just, it has a saltiness to it. Again, this smells like standing out on the beach. It's got a salty quality, stunning scent. If I had done it the reverse, would have paired up MAC Turquotic with Ariel. So she's getting two. This one I would say is where this one to me has more of a realistic salty beach quality. This is more of like your typical aquatic scent. It's fresh, kind of citrusy, some white florals in here. It's clean. So this is more so because of the bottle. But I definitely think Olympia is more popular. But this is another popular scent. This just looks like the ocean that Ariel swims in. So she's getting two. I paired up Ariel with Olympia by Paco Rabanne and MAC Turquotic. This next one's gonna be super obvious. So this next scent is gonna, I think it's gonna be super obvious, but this is Ariana Grande's Cloud, and this is sweet, it's lavender, it's calming, it's dreamy. So I paired this up with Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. I mean, from the bottle to the juice inside, I think it fits her. Not only is it dreamy, but it's a very pretty, likable scent. So I wanted all these scents to be likable. They're popular again. And this one's airy, it's sweet, it's got lavender with cream. There's coconut in here, even though I don't think it's overly coconut, but this one was also a no-brainer. So yeah, Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. This one might be a little harder, but this is definitely a popular scent, and I knew right away who this was going to, and if I would have done it the reverse, it would have still gone to this character. But this is Flora Botanica by Balenciaga. And this is a fresh, kind of walking through the garden kind of scent. It's very floral, like the name would imply, Flora Botanica. Yeah, there's a little bit of a greenness to it. There's, I believe, mint in here. And I paired this up with this character, not only because of the floral aspect of it, but also because of the crazy kind of bottle. So I paired this up with a non-Disney princess, and that is Alice from Alice in Wonderland. And there's a scene where she's like walking through, I want to say it's a garden, but definitely it's like a green pasture with flowers, and they're like singing and talking to her. Alice in Wonderland is one of those crazy kind of movies. And then the stripes on this kind of remind me of like the Cheshire Cat. So I knew right away when I pulled this one out that I would have done it the reverse. But it's more so not necessarily with her character, but more of the crazy world that she falls into is more or less what I would pair this with. Again, that crazy kind of forest that she's walking through and the characters that she meets along the way. Okay, another popular scent in the perfume community is Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. So this is sweet. There's lavender in here, but it's more on the feminine side, and it's clean and kind of elegant. I would say that this is one of the classier princesses, a little bit more feminine, definitely more back in the day. But I paired up Mon Guerlain with Cinderella from Cinderella. I kind of paired it up with the lavender because, you know, she has to keep her house tidy and clean. So that kind of represents that Cinderella aspect of it. And then when her fairy godmother turns her into this beautiful princess, and then the beautiful glass, kind of like her beautiful glass slipper. And this kind of has that round shape like her carriage. And then, you know, she has that beautiful blue dress. It's just a classy, timeless movie, and I knew a classy, timeless scent needed to go with Cinderella. And then for our last scent, we have Lolita Lempica. And I would say that this was definitely more popular before. Yeah, this is whimsical. I've always said it kind of reminds me of like a forest fairy tale scent. So I think it's easy who I paired this up with, but I paired this up with Snow White from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Not only because of the apple, but because of the whimsical fairy tale scent that comes out of here. This is one of the older Disney movies. As you know, she runs away to the forest to escape her evil stepmother. And this has like a foresty vibe. And then again, she eats the poisonous apple. So I knew the apple kind of went with her. But also, of course, I needed to have my most fairy tale whimsical scent go to one of the Disney princesses. So I already knew that this scent was going to go in here. And I do feel like this scent was popular in its time, and it's definitely one that I hear about still in the fragrance community. So I knew right away that this was going to go to Snow White, not only because of the apple, but because it's just, again, it reminds me of gives me like foresty fairy tale vibes, and she meets the seven dwarfs out in the forest. So I paired up Lolita Lempica with Snow White. But those are my popular perfumes in my collection and which Disney princess I would pair them up with. But let me know, what are some of your popular perfumes in your collection and which Disney princess would you pair them up with? But that will do it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.